The trial for accused killer Anthony Garcia continues, and in today's testimony, the defense tackled a big question. Why was Garcia in Omaha the day the Brumbacks were killed? Senior reporter Jake Wazikowski is live at the Douglas County Courthouse with the latest. Jake?
Well, Jenny, today the defense reveals what Garcia may have been doing here in 2013 in Omaha and what he may have had planned on the day that the Dundee murders happened back in 2008. The prosecution also focused on those gun pieces and linking them to the defendant. Prosecutors head down the final stretch with their evidence and testimony against Anthony Garcia. Forensic analyst Nick Herford says Garcia searched Chandra Butra and Brumback on his phone and tablet shortly before the murders. The defense says Garcia was searching for a job in Omaha and was looking up reference information. Prosecutors later discussed a box of receipts found at Garcia's parents' home. Officer Doug Harrett pieced together a transaction history of March 2008, showing he had time to drive to Omaha from Louisiana and killed Thomas Hunter and Shirley Sherman on March 13th. The defense argued he frequently took out cash, and you can't get a hotel without running a credit card.
It's very hard to not have an electronic footprint somewhere. However, one of the receipts that you showed me on the day before the killings was cash. And that's one way to fly under the radar, is cash.
Crime lab tech Dan Brito, a firearms analyst, testified about the gun parts found at the Brumback murder scene. He said that the recoil guide and spring, the magazine, and broken assembly retainer loop could have come from the Smith & Wesson SD9VE that Garcia purchased months before the killings. The defense says those parts could fit other firearms, and if put in the wrong gun, can make it fall apart.
It's peculiar because you think that the defendant in this case was meticulous about not leaving a lot of evidence, and then all of a sudden for some evidence to come out that there were parts of the gun, and it's my understanding they were parts that were integral to the use of the gun, to just leave those laying around at the murder scene doesn't fit with the MO of this defendant.
And I want to tell you about some evidence that we just received after court ended today. Detective Ryan Davis actually testified that he was there when the search warrant was issued on Garcia's Indiana home. Here are some of the photos from that. This is actually from his kitchen. There was a trash bag with a bunch of documents in it that was mixed with water and some sort of chemical solution. Now, when they actually opened the bag, they found notes that were soaked in water and the chemicals that were from Creighton, that were actually a letter of when Garcia was terminated and he had his appeal hearing. It was a letter from that appeal saying his appeal was denied, as well as an evaluation from Dr. Butra from 2000 to 2001, plus as well some handwritten bizarre notes with some tasks on it for committing a crime, possibly identity theft. We're still waiting to figure out and kind of hear a little bit more about what that actually means when Detective Ryan Davis comes back to the stand in the morning. Reporting live in the Douglas County Courthouse in downtown Omaha, Jake Wazikowski, KMTV Action 3 News.
Jake, thanks. Omaha